Good morning, children. So today we will be dealing with the topic what is statistics. So statistics and economics, we know more about economic facts in terms of numbers. Such economic facts are also known as data. The purpose of collecting data about these economic problem is to understand and explain this problem in terms of various causes behind them. For example, if I say, like in now class 10, in class 9 I am teaching poverty. If I say that large portion of the India's population is poor, does it make any sense? Only it's making sense that okay, large population is poor. But how much? Out of 100, how much will I say? Whenever I assign a percentage as 75%, that means it's now clear to me that 75% of the population is poor. So this statistics helps us to understand or helps us to know about economic facts in terms of numbers. These economic facts in terms of numbers is also called data. And the purpose of collecting this data about this economic problem is to understand the problem nicely, as well as to explain the problem, that why is it happening and how can we solve them, and will help us to solve the economic problem by deriving many policy measures. If we understand the cause, obviously we can derive the policy measures also. So statistics helps in that. Origin and growth of statistics. The term statistics has been derived from the Latin word status, which means political state. Germans has spelled it statistic. The term statistics was first used by German scientist Eschenwell in 1749. He is known as the father of statistics. Mark this. Many statistics like Bowley, Edgeworth, Carl Pearson, Fisher and others have added to the development of statistics. You will mark Eschenwell name, known as father of statistics. It has come from Latin word status and these scientists' name. Okay. And here you will mark this para, we to them. In your books, you will mark the definition, whatever is there in your book. Statistics meaning. Today, statistics is the base of every study. It has become an anchor for all economic activities. Whether it is research work or in an industry, statistical tools are used extensively. In a layman's language, statistics means data or facts in figures. Technically, the word statistics is used in two different senses, singular and plural. Statistics in singular sense deals with various tools of statistical analysis, and in plural sense it deals with quantitative or numerical information. So in the singular sense, statistics in singular sense deals with various tools of statistics, and in plural sense it deals with the numerical information. Now, statistics in singular sense. In singular sense, statistics refers to statistical methods. There is the tools. These methods are regarding collection, organization, presentation and analysis, as well as interpretation of the data. So in singular sense, statistics is taken as a statistical method or a statistical fact. Now Croxton and Cowden definition has to be marked. Statistics may be defined as a science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. So statistics refers to statistical methods, okay, or the tools regarding collection, organization, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. The above definition of statistics covers the following statistical methods. First is collection, means we are collecting the data from various sources. So data should be collected by the investigator himself or obtained from published or unpublished sources. Means either the person can go to the fields or to the places and survey the people himself, or he can collect the information from any other articles or papers where other people has done the survey and has provided the data, and he can collect it from there. This is collection. Organization. After collection of data, next step is to organize the collected data. Data that are collected by an investigator need to be organized according to the purpose of the inquiry. So before collection of data, you need to detect the problem for which you are collecting the data. Means I have to detect the problem that yes, rural people are very poor than the urban. Why? So I will be collecting data regarding the rural poverty. Okay, so after the collection of data, next step is to organize this collected data. Means regarding the purpose of your inquiry, you have to arrange the data. Presentation. The data collected and organized are presented in some systematic manner in form of tables, diagrams, graphs, etc. So after organizing the data, now you will place it in a diagram. So it can be tables, it can be bar diagrams, it can be charts, it can be anything. It can be graphs. Okay. After that, we have analysis. Analysis of data. The next step is the analysis of the presented data. Means various methods are used to analyze the data, such as averages, dispersion, correlation. So after you are giving the figures, the diagrams, the bar diagrams, the pie charts, the graphs, now these data will be analyzed through various methods, through calculation of averages, that whether the data which you have provided, to check whether the data which you have provided, do they really have any relation with the problem? Do they really detect or help in solving the problem, or does it have any connection with the problem for which you are working? Interpretation of data. It is the last step of statistical method. Interpretation of data implies the drawing of conclusion on the basis of the data analyzed. On the basis of the conclusion, certain decisions are taken. Now, after analyzing the data, if there is a relation between your problems and the data collected, now you will interpret the data, that this, due to this, as from the figures and the diagrams we can see that due to this reason, this is happening. You have to conclude your collection and organization as well as analysis of data. After you conclude, from there some judgment can be given, decisions can be taken, policies can be made. In the next video we will be discussing definition in the plural sense. Thank you.